Today I'm explaining profit first in only 5 minutes. What's up everybody, Craig here. I'm a profit coach who loves helping service-based business owners finally find some peace of mind when it comes to their money. Now it's no secret if you have followed my channel for any matter of time that I'm a fan of profit first. It's the way I run my business in the day-to-day money management, and it's what we teach our clients. Now if you're new to the concept of profit first, it's based on a book by Mike Michalowicz. The idea here is that we are going to manage our money differently, leveraging our behaviors versus standard accounting practices. So how can we leverage those behaviors to more effectively manage the money? Well, I'm going to break it down into 5 key points that is going to show exactly what profit first is and how it works. The first thing profit first uses is the idea of small plates. Now in the book, he relates money management to losing weight, and behaviorally, we are always taught to eat what's on our plate. We fill it up and you eat everything that's on the plate. Well, when you're trying to consume less, you could put less food on the plate, but if we're behaviorally already eating everything that's on there, here's another way to do that, and that's to decrease the size of the plate. So now we're putting, even though we're filling it up, less food is going on there, so in turn we are consuming less. This is because of the idea of Parkinson's law, which just states that when we have more of a resource, we're going to consume more, and if we have less, we consume less. It's kind of like back in college or high school when you were given 2 weeks to complete an assignment and you took the full 2 weeks to do it, even though some people could probably have done it in one night if that's all the time they were given. So what does this idea have to do with money? Well, it's basically using the envelope system, but for your business. We're taking your money, dividing it across these smaller plates or these buckets, and now we can consume less in each category. These small plates include profit, owner's pay, taxes, and operating expenses. Now, of course, you can always add more plates if you want to, but those are the core plates that Mike talks about in the book. Now, the second point, and one of the most important, is using bank balance accounting. Now, what does this mean? Well, we've already talked about leveraging your behavior, and odds are you're not regularly looking at your accounting documents. What you're probably looking at is your phone. You're looking at your bank account to see, how am I doing financially? Almost every business owner we talk to, that's what they say. I check my phone daily or my bank account daily to see how we're doing. Well, those smaller plates we were talking about, we're going to actually open up multiple bank accounts, and we're going to nickname them those names that we just gave: profit, owner's pay, taxes, and operating expenses. When money comes in, we're going to funnel that money through those accounts based on percentages. The beauty of this is when you go to make a decision on, can I afford to make a purchase, or can we afford to do this or that, instead of looking at your account and seeing 30 grand sitting in there, you get to look at the operating expense account and say, how much do I really have available to me so that I'm not robbing from our taxes, I'm not robbing from my salary or from profit. From there, we get into point number 3, which is using rhythm. So when we get money into our account, we're going to have a bank account nicknamed income. That's where all deposits go. And so deposits are going to build up there for a week or two, and we get into a rhythm of moving that money through the accounts. Now in the book, he talks about using the 10th and 25th of the month to be the days that you move money around. I personally do once a week. So every Friday I'm logging in to move money around. And that's just simply because it's easier for me to remember. If I might overlook the 10th or the 25th, but on a Friday, I know for sure every Friday morning, that's what I'm doing. So the key here is just to find a rhythm that works for you where you are logging in and moving money around. We want to be careful we don't do it too often because we're going to lose the ability to see cash flow trends, but we also don't want to stretch it out too far. So I would say twice a month at minimum, and probably no more than once a week. Now, some other rhythms we're going to get into is adjusting percentages on a regular basis, whether monthly or quarterly. So when you come up with your original percentages for profit first, you don't necessarily want to jump in with what is recommended in the book. We actually want to look at your numbers and see, where are you now and where should you be and how can we get you there incrementally? This is one of the hardest parts that people struggle with, is not only where to begin, but how to get to that better place. And that's what we do. So if you need help, if you're looking for the opportunity to get to those healthy percentages, a more financially well-rounded business, click on the link in the description below to schedule a free consultation with one of our coaches. The fourth thing that Profit First does is it helps you pay yourself regularly. Too often we see business owners who are saying, I can't afford to pay myself, or I just take money out whenever I need it. The amount fluctuates, and that's crazy. Think about it. If you were to go interview for a job as the CEO of a company and they said, we love you, we want to hire you. And you're like, great. So what is the salary? And they go, there's not really a salary. Just when you need money, just let us know. Whenever an electric bill is due or you need to sign your kids up for soccer, just let us know and we'll give you a check for the amount that you need. That wouldn't fly with you, would it? Nor would you go hire someone to run your business and let them dip their hand into the account whenever they needed money. We want to treat ourselves with the same level of respect that we would demand from someone else. And that means getting yourself on a consistent paycheck. It's okay if it's not the full amount that you want right away. We want to get you what you need to really cover your living expenses, but we can always increase that slowly as we adjust those percentages to get you to where a full paycheck, the amount you actually want for that ideal lifestyle, is what you're taking home. So we want to get consistent with the amount, and we want to get consistent with when you pay yourself. Now, the beauty of being a business owner is you can decide, do I want to take a check home weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, but be consistent, the same amount on the same frequency. And finally, the fifth point of Profit First is quarterly profit bonuses. Now, this is one of my favorites. So that profit account that we've been stashing money into, once a quarter, you get to take a chunk of that money out and pay it to yourself as a bonus. This is your reward for running the business, for taking the risk to do this and put your money and your time on the line. So every quarter, you're going to take a chunk of cash out of that profit account and use this for something fun, something that you can enjoy on the personal side, not to reinvest into the business. Now, if you are in debt, this is a great opportunity to use that money to maybe start moving toward those financial goals of getting rid of all your debt. There you have it, the breakdown of Profit First. If you are looking to make some changes, or if you just want to know exactly what your numbers are right now, we have a free quiz. Go to quiz.craigdacey.com. We'll put a link in the description below as well. To take this free quiz, it's going to show you exactly where you stand, what numbers you should start with, how much should you be putting in each account right away, and then you can take that and know exactly where should I be and how can I get there more quickly. If you found today's video helpful, be sure to hit the like button. That's going to give this video more reach to reach other business owners just like you so that they can get some help in managing their finances as well. And if you like this kind of content, go ahead and subscribe because we release videos like this regularly. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you next week.